What's going on, everybody? This is Future Automation, a place where imagination meets reality, and you are listening to Tejas. This is another interesting video that I have been waiting for long, and now that ChatGPT has released its API, and I was so badly waiting for that to integrate it with Python. And here's the video, guys. It's pretty simple video, and it will be quite fun because we'll try to add up some text to speech in that and see if we can pull it off. So, with a cup of coffee, let's get. So, guys, let's first try and run the code. Although the request that we need to get from the API is hard coded, we'll make it a user input kind of thing. But let's run it and see how it works. And let me give you a background context that I have asked it to write a Hello World program using Java. Because I just wanted to check Python is having only one statement that is print hello world. I just wanted to check if it is really giving all the info about it or not, like some kind of basic info. So you can see here the code defines a class called hello world and then with the main method and all that stuff. Okay, so it's pretty obvious that it's working perfectly fine. Now, what we need to do to make it work? So, there are two things that we need to keep in mind. One is we need the API keys and we need the library before coding it. Of course, that is the third part, which is main part without which we cannot do anything. So, let's start with the first one. That is, we need the API keys. So you go to the API on openapi.com, create an account. I'll add in the steps of how we need to do that in my GitHub page. So make sure that you check out my GitHub page. Links in the description, of course, and you follow the following two steps, and then I think it'll be pretty easy to create an API key. Now I have created another file for API keys because I don't want to show everyone what is the API key for that. Although for the free one you get 1,000 tokens, I think, request or something like that, and an $18 credit for you. So I think that will be enough for testing at least. Now let's go to the second part, that is to install the library. Now to install the library, all we need to do is we need to pip install open API. So let's do it. I'll show you. Pip install. If you want, you can add the upgraded if in case you have already installed, and if in that case it will upgrade the API if there is any update for that, and or else it will install whichever the latest version is. And Open API library is now installed. So let's clear the screen. Now the coding part. So first two are done. That is, we have created an API key in the OpenAI website, and then we have installed the library. Now all we need to do is import the OpenAPI, import the API keys file that you have already created. If you create, in case if you are not creating, just forget about it. It's fine. You cannot, you don't need to add it. Instead of this whole API keys.chatgpt key variable which is from this file, you just add here your API key in double quotes, and I think that's it. Next to that, what we need to do is we need to create a variable in which we need to pass on this whole create function from the chat compilation class in OpenAPI. So what basically it does is it gives the model. So GPT 3.5 Turbo is the model that we are using here to ask the API whatever question or whatever request we need to do and get the information. So what it will do is this is the message that we need to. So we are playing a role as a user, and then content whatever we need to request. So if say for example, what we need to write here. How does Chat GPT work in backend? Let's see what it replies for that. And it will give us a JSON basically. So if I'll write here a print compilation, and if we'll run it, we'll just comment it out. So And if we'll run this whole thing, I think we'll understand what exactly I was trying to explain here. So it'll give us a JSON response for that, and from that we need to get the main content. So we'll wait because it is requesting and installing all this stuff. So here you can see we have got the whole JSON reply, and in that the content part is what is important. So as an AI integrated model, I cannot give all detailed technical explanation, but whatever is the response. So if we are now again putting it as a comment, and we are just uncommenting this block, and then we are running it again. Let's see what it does. So we should get only the main content that you are expecting. And we wait. Now this is going to create a lot of use cases in the overall scenario of any kind of uh, development, any kind of content writing, any kind of post and all that thing. So now here I don't need to follow any process or any different kind of tools to create a LinkedIn post. Say for example, I am automating my daily LinkedIn post part here. It'll surely work. Now, say for example, I have recently created a micropad. So if I want a content of post, so I have created a video on the designing part, and I'm going to start working on making an actual micropad. So if you have not checked that video, do check it. Maybe you will get an idea on what exactly it is, or you are already designing it, or you need the micropad designed, then you'll get an idea for that. The process of making the video will be uploaded soon as I go on. So I have already started working on the part, and hopefully first we'll work on the electronics, and then we'll start with the actual design. So here, if I want to say, for example, write a LinkedIn LinkedIn post on macro pads and its use while its use. Maybe we can keep it a bit general. So also you can check here the actual content for the ChatGPT backend work is given. Now let's clear it up again and let's try one more time. And here technically what we should get is a post for the LinkedIn on macropads.
One eternity
Again we wait
later.
for some time. Wait, wait, wait. As a virtual assistant, I'm an AI language with no LinkedIn profile. Write a LinkedIn post on micropad and its use. Okay, we have it. So if you're looking for a more efficient way to streamline your workflow, however, here are the okay. So maybe it is thinking that it needs to post something on LinkedIn. Although I've asked it to just write a post, it's pretty confused. So I think the website that they have created is well known of what we are asking them, the API, I guess, or maybe the what we can say the prompt writing is something going on trends is not working properly. Okay, let's go ahead. So here's what LinkedIn posts I suggest on micropads, and it will give some information about the micropads. Yeah, that's it. So probably we are going to look into how it is going to work, of course, with the time we are going to spend on making a micropad. So let's clear it out now. As we planned on uh, you know adding a text to speech. Okay, guys. So for text to speech, what we'll do is we'll import by TTSX3, and that's text to speech library for the Python. So we use it, and then what we need to do is we need to create an engine instance. So it's kind of an engine that we are using, and then we need to assign voice and the text that we need to add to that engine. So what we'll do is engine details 3 dot init. So it's kind of a initialization, and then voices will do some voice engine voices. So here the basic setup is that what we are doing now, we need to set a voice to, we need to set a male or female voice. So basically there are two voices from so voice, this particular thing is now a list of two uh values, that is a male voice and a female voice. So based on the value that you select, it will just set that voice. So again, engine dot set property, and that will pass on the, and then will pass voice to 0, that is the, I think, male voice dot id, and then will engine dot say. So here what we'll do is, I think this we need down, engine dot say, not here, that should be here, reply content, and I think engine dot run and wait. So basically it will wait till what exactly. So now let's try the same thing again and we'll see if it works or not. Okay. So we'll be having something here now. Let's see.
As the world becomes increasingly digital, the demand for convenience and efficiency has skyrocketed. Macropads are the answer to this demand, providing users with instant access to complex commands and shortcuts, saving users time and effort. Whether used for work or play, Macropads are a flexible and customizable tool that can boost productivity and streamline workflow. From coding to video editing, gaming to data analysis, Macropads have proven to be a game changer for users across all industries. Macropads come in all shapes and sizes and can be tailored to fit the specific needs of the user. They can be mapped to perform specific functions and are perfect for repetitive tasks that can slow down workflow. Here at Company Name, we
Yep. So it works as flawless as anything. And I think they have done really great work on the API, and you can try it out and integrate it with a lot of things. I am going to integrate this with our Telegram ecosystem so that we can make our ecosystem more interactive and more interesting, and make sure that things work out pretty awesome with that as well. So the next video that will be coming up will be on integrating the same thing in Telegram. So basically we are creating a bot, ChatGPT Telegram bot with this. And yeah, that's it guys. I think if you want to integrate it in any other projects, you can just let me know in the comment box and we'll see if we can create some videos on that as well. Go ahead and check out my GitHub page for all the projects that I have created and see if you can integrate it with something. We have created some automation projects as well with Amazon automation, Facebook automations, and in Instagram scraping as well. So the Instagram scraping tool is going really very awesome as of now. Good views, 1K plus. So I think people are liking that. You go ahead and check that as well and see if in any project we can integrate this kind of API system, and we can leverage the functionality of this API and use it. So that's it guys. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button, share the video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, and stay notified on the new videos. And if you want to have any kind of discussion regarding any errors or any queries that you do have, make sure you add those in the comment box. I'll be very happy to answer them. If you need any project, go ahead and clone it from my GitHub repo and use it. If you have done any modification, add the project in the GitHub. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Keep innovating. Take care. Thank you, guys. See you soon.